Hey friends, hope everybody's having a good day. Today we're going to talk again about synonyms. Remember at the beginning of the week we had a little lesson on synonyms, and it's a long word that sounds like our word antonyms, but antonyms mean opposite, synonyms mean the same. So we're going to watch this little video together about synonyms.
Activity.
And it's going to talk to us about synonyms. Let's watch this together.
Ellen the elephant is very big. Right, she's large, and she's also enormous. Yep, she's massive too. You're right, she is colossal. All these words are synonyms, Moby. No, not cinnamon. Synonyms. What are synonyms? A synonym is a word that has the same or almost the same meaning as another word. I love watermelon. It's so yummy. Right, it's also tasty and delicious. Yep, this watermelon is scrumptious. These words have almost the same definitions or meanings, so they're synonyms. How can you use synonyms when you write? Well, synonyms can make your writing stronger and more interesting. Let's see. Moby's prank makes Mia mad. I can find a much better word than mad. Moby's prank makes Mia angry. No, wait. Moby's prank makes Mia furious. The word furious has a similar meaning to mad, but it's a lot stronger. The right synonym can really help get your message across. But where can you find synonyms? Whenever I write, I like to keep a thesaurus handy. That's a dictionary, Moby. It tells you words and their definitions. A thesaurus is a book that lists words and their synonyms. This thesaurus also lists antonyms. What is an antonym? An antonym is a word that has the opposite meaning of another word. Ellen the elephant is big. Mark the mouse is small. The words big and small are antonyms. I can think of tons of antonyms, like light and dark, empty and crowded, popular and unpopular, trusting and suspicious. Learning new synonyms and antonyms makes me a better writer. It's just a tiny, little, miniature, itty-bitty mouse.
So wow, that was a great little video about synonyms and antonyms. So now I hope you understand about synonyms and antonyms. And do you guys want to take this easy quiz? Let's take it and see how we can do on it. Easy quiz. Let's see. Start.
Start. Start.
What is an antonym for late? Tomorrow, clock, end, or early? Now remember, antonym means opposite. So what would be an antonym for late? Do y'all think it would be tomorrow, clock, end, or early? Let's try D. I think the antonym for late is early. We got that one right. How can you write this sentence using a synonym? Now we're going to try to use a synonym. Moby is a smart robot. Now let's see which one of these sentences means the same but with a different word. Moby is a boring robot. Moby is a bright robot. Moby is a slow robot. Or Moby is a speedy robot. Boring, that doesn't mean the same as smart, does it? No. What about bright? If you say someone is really bright, does that mean they're smart? I think so. Let's try this one. We got that one right. Oh, what is a thesaurus? Do you remember in our video she talked about a thesaurus? And how when she writes, she likes to read a thesaurus? A book that gives a definition of words? A book that lists synonyms of words? A book that lists words that rhyme? Or a book that lists important events of the year? Well, a book that gives a definition of words is a dictionary, right? A book that lists synonyms of words? Is that what she said a thesaurus was? I think so. Yes. Let's look at this last one, or fourth one. Why are synonyms useful when you write? They can help you use a dictionary. They can help you teach how to do something. They can help you make writing more powerful. They can help you make paragraphs for you. So why are synonyms useful when we write? Do they make our writing better? Do they make us think about more descriptive words? Yes, so I think they help make your writing more powerful. Correct. We got that one right. Last one. What is an anonym for fiction? Ooh, fiction's a hard word that means a story that's not true. It's just somebody wrote it, but it's not a true story. So nonfiction, that's a true story. A short story is just a little short story about anything. A book, that doesn't mean fiction. What about fable? Oh, I misread this question. What is an antonym for fiction? That means opposite. So would nonfiction be the opposite of fiction? I think so. Good job. Okay, now I want you to get out your journals. And on the next slide, there is a list of words. And you're going to make a little chart like this in your journal. And on one side, you're going to write the word from the slide. I think one of the words on the slides is cold. So you'll write the word right here, cold. And then right here, you're going to write the synonym for cold. So you're going to make a little chart in your journal just like this. And you'll put cold. Let me show you. And then next to it, you'll write a synonym for cold. What is a synonym for cold? Freezing, that could be one. Icy, chilly, those are all synonyms of cold. I'm going to write icy. When it's icy outside, it's cold. So that's a synonym for cold. So see, I already did the first one for you. There's 8 words on the next slide. Make you a little chart like this. This is another little T-chart. Make sure you have 8 spaces. Let's see. I think one of the words on the next slide is bumpy. Bumpy means something that's rough and got a lot of bumps on it. What would be a synonym for bumpy? Let's think. Would smooth? Smooth would be the antonym. That's the opposite of bumpy. Bumpy means like rough and rigid. So I'm going to say rough. Rough is a synonym of bumpy. So see how I'm making my chart right here with the words from the next slide, and then I'm writing the synonyms. So that's what I want you to do in your journal, and then you're going to click, take a picture, and upload it to the assignment. And use the words on the next slide in this column and write their synonyms in this column. Good luck!